Welcome back to Muddy Math, where we take middle school math concepts that are a little muddy and clear them up. Today we're going to be looking at percent change. Not asking how much did something change, but asking ourselves, compared to the starting amount, what percent of the starting amount is the change? So in this case, we're going to find the difference between the new and the old values, how much it changed, and then divide it or compare it to the old value. That will let us know how much the change is in comparison to the old value. Let's take a look at an example using fractions.
To find the percent increase or decrease of a value, first find the difference between the new and the old value, divide by the old value, and convert the quotient to a percent. Take the absolute value of the new minus original divided by the original. Percent change answers the question, what percent of the original value is the difference between the new and the old value? The original value is 100% of itself.
If a value doubles, that's a 100% increase. If a value goes to 0, that's a 100% decrease. 100% of the starting amount was taken away to get to 0, or 100% of the starting amount was added to the starting amount to double it.
Let's look at an example. Say a vote goes through with 2/5 of the group saying yes. Then, later on, it goes through with 1/6 of the group saying yes. What is the percent change? To calculate percent change, first we need to find the difference of 2/5 and 1/6. They have a common denominator of 30 that makes 12/30 minus 5/30, and we get a change of 7/30. We know 2/5 is greater than 1/6 because 12/30 is greater than 5/30, so it's an increase of 7/30. 7/30 tells us how much it increased by, but we want to know what was the percent change based on the original amount. What percent of 1/6 is 7/30? Now we need to divide the difference of the values by the original value. So 7/30 divided by 1/6 gives us 7/5. 7/5 is the same as 140 out of 100. That's 140%. We can also solve this by changing the words into an equation. What percent variable p of multiplied 1/6 is equal sign 7/30. Divide both sides by 1/6 to isolate the variable, and again we get the percent is 1.4 or 7/5 or 140%. So what does it mean for 1/6 to have increased by 140% of itself? We know 1/6 is the same as 5/30, so let's just think about the number 5. 5 is 100% of itself. 2 is 40% of 5. So 2 and 5 make 7, and that's 140% of 5. 1/6 experiences a 140% increase because 140% of 1/6 is 7/30, and 1/6 plus 7/30 is 12/30, which equals 2/5, and that's the new value. Let's say about 100 people voted. A 6 of 100 is about 17, and 2/5 of 100 is 40. What would you expect the percent change to be from 17 to 40? It should be about 140%, just like we saw with the fractions. The difference between 17 and 40 is 23. Divide that by 17, the old amount, and convert it to a decimal. Using long division, you can see we have a decimal approximately equal to 1 and 3,529 10,000ths. Let's multiply that by 100 to get a percent. We get 135.3%, which is approximately equal to 140%, which is what we expected. Let's use a number line to model a 140% increase from 17. 17 is 100% of itself. 100% increase from 17 is 34. 40% of 17 is about 6 or 7. 7 takes us to 41. 6 takes us to 40. We expected a 140% increase from 17 to 40.
Snoopy and I thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. See you next time.